We are talking with Minnesotans about what marriage means. And so what we are talking about is how marriage is about love, commitment, and responsibility, and that no one would ever want to be told it's illegal to marry the person they love. And in Minnesota, we want to treat other people the way that we would like to be treated. And this amendment would really limit some fundamental freedoms, whether you're a religious institution who wants to decide for itself who they should or should not or can and cannot marry, or you're the younger generation who wants to continue having this conversation in the future. So that's really what we're talking with people about, just how this amendment would limit those freedoms and how it's just not the right thing to do for our state. Public policy polling came out with a new poll that showed that 49% of Minnesotans said they opposed the amendment that would limit the freedom to marry in Minnesota. And about 43% it said supported it. And what's significant about this is that just 4 months ago, 44% opposed it while 48% supported it. So that was really a 10-point swing in favor of voting no, in favor of defeating the amendment in just a few short months. So we're very excited about that. It's great news, and what it does for us is it continues to spark a conversation that's happening across Minnesota about what marriage means and how this amendment would limit the freedom to marry for gay and lesbian couples in the state. We are talking to people across the state. We're talking to more than 1 million voters over the next 5 months about what marriage means, why this is not good for our state, why limiting the freedom to marry is not good for our state. And the more people have these conversations, the more likely there are to vote no in November. This is the largest grassroots campaign in Minnesota history. And so we are doing everything we can to talk to voters, to whether it's door-to-door contact, on the telephone, or through media. And we obviously have to raise a lot of money to do that. So we have been doing really well. We have over 16,000 donors now. And on Tuesday, June 12th, we'll be announcing our latest fundraising numbers. And we've just been really doing everything we can to raise that money. A couple weeks ago was the year anniversary of when this was put on the ballot by the state legislature, and we had One Day United on a Sunday afternoon. We had over 200 house parties, and that went all into helping support the campaign and really getting people to do the 3 things that we are hoping that they do, which is go to our website and pledge to vote no, sign up to volunteer, and then contribute and help support this campaign to defeat the amendment. When we're talking about a statewide conversation, we are truly talking about a statewide conversation. We are taking this to every corner of the state. And I think what we're talking about is some fundamental values of freedom and fairness. And that's, Minnesotans care about those values. And when they have this conversation about what marriage means and how this amendment would limit those freedoms and limit individual freedoms in particular, they are resonating with that message. And the more we talk about it, the more likely we are to have people, more likely it is that people will vote no. So.